Join the Little Crits as they explore a world filled with magic, swordplay, and monsters. Together, you will go on great and grand adventures, challenging all that you know and suspending all belief. Join us for our little half-hour tales as the kids venture forth through mountains, rivers, plains, and deal with the likes of elves, dwarves, and halflings. Together, you will forge a new world of creativity and fun here on Little Crits. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to our pilot show, Little Crits. I'm Ray, the DM and dad of these Little Crits, the Dragonborn fighter named Stolle.
Hello.
The Dark Elf monk named Monica.
Hi.
And the Half-Orc cleric named Imsh.
Hello.
They rolled and created their characters all on their own with a little bit of guidance, and tonight's adventure is just going to be a quick homebrew. I made it up myself, and it's to teach and learn how to use stats and some of the skills. Other times during our sessions, though, we will be running a lot of translated AD&D material the parents and adults should find familiar. So without further ado, let's get Little Crits rolling. The three of you are newbie heroes. You haven't done a whole lot in your time, and you're just kind of trying to make your way in the world and whatnot. Nothing too crazy has happened to you so far. Maybe saved some cats or helped an old lady cross the street, things like that. You don't even really know a whole lot about this particular area of the world, only that it's part of a much larger world with a much larger history. And as the game progresses, we'll kind of unravel all of that as we go. As it stands, however, you have all been summoned to see the king of this particular land. And you have made your way to the castle, and the guards have escorted you in. And in the throne room, sitting on his giant, lavish throne with the red satin and silk, and he's wearing gold rings all on every finger and his gold crown, and he's got a lordly scepter. And he kind of takes a look at every one of you, looks you over as you're approaching with the guards, and he says to you, "Ah, brave adventurers! Welcome to my kingdom. Please step forth into the light and tell me your names."
Hello, my name is Imsh.
Imsh. Great half-orc. Cleric, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Hi, I'm Monica.
Monica. A glorious name for a dark elf monk. I'm sure your fists are as strong as your wit.
Hello, I'm Stolle.
Stolle? The Dragonborn?
Yes.
Ah, I've heard many tales of your fighting prowess. I am glad that you are here. I have terrible, terrible news, and I require your help. My poor daughter has been kidnapped by a dragon and flown to the castle ruins nearby. I need you to go and save her.
Okay. Okie dokie. How much gold is this?
Ah, I knew someone would ask for gold. What say you to the deal? You return my daughter to me, and I will pay you all in the amount of gold to which you weigh.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Perfect. I will hand you this map. Take it and find your way to the ruins. It is not far, and you should have no troubles finding it. Dispatch of the dragon quickly and return my daughter to me. And you all, since we've already created your characters and you have your items and everything, can set out immediately. And just as the king promised, it does not take you very long to find the ruins. The problem is the ruins sit very high atop a hill. Very straight, sheer walls that would be nigh impossible to climb. What will you do to get into the ruins?
I probably use my 5 feet rope.
your 50 feet of rope.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately not long enough. These cliffs are about 300 feet high.
Ooh, okay then. I don't know.
How much are they around?
The cliffs span the entire circumference, all the way around the ruins. So there's no real way to just climb up or walk up. You're going to have to find a different way to get in.
Oh, I have 10 pitons.
You have what?
10 pitons.
Pitons, the climbing spikes?
Yes.
Yeah, you could use those. But how much rope do you have?
50 feet. I have 50 feet.
I've also have 50 feet.
So if you combined all 50 feet...
That equals 150 feet of rope.
Correct. How high did I say the cliffs were, though?
300.
Exactly.
But 10 spikes, use them wisely, like one and then 5 feet apart from the other.
It's still only 150 feet of rope.
Wait, I think that you can use 150 feet of rope and then you can use 10 spikes at the end.
I don't think that would work. It's still not high enough. Why don't all of you roll this d20 for investigation?
Investigation.
Yep. Just look down your skills list, find investigation, and you're going to roll this d20 and add whatever the number is that's on the little line.
+6.
You have a +6 to it or a +4 to it?
I have a +1 and then that 5. +1.
Okay, so your investigation skill is a +1. So you have a 6 total. Alright, let's have Monica roll. And Monica gets
7.
plus your investigation.
1.
So she rolled an 8. And then we've got Eimsch. We're heading up the charge here. Let's see what Eimsch rolls.
Another 7.
Another 7 plus your investigation.
+5?
+2.
No, +2.
So Eimsch got 7. Or 9, I mean. Between the three of you, you come across a very overgrown, there's like some thorns and some weeds and things like that are covering up what appears to be some sort of entrance. So what do you do?
I have a crowbar. That ain't gonna do anything. That's just gonna bend them. Like this. But on the ground, there's gonna be...
It's just weeds and thorns.
Oh.
Are there any thorns in the ground?
I probably use my great axe so I can chop them down.
Okay.
Well, that's an option too.
So Eimsch pulls out his great axe and starts swinging away.
And I rolled a 20.
And he rolls a natural 20. So he pretty much chops all the bushes in one swing. And they all get cleared out of the way. And sure enough, you see a 15-foot wide, about 10 feet tall cave. And you can feel some air coming from inside. That's so there's obviously some other entrance farther in. So you're guessing that this is the cave that would lead you into the ruins, but from below. So what do you do now?
Try to find the entrance, but we need
I
some
probably
light.
use my dark vision.
I have 10 torches.
Okay, well, Eimsch has dark vision, so he can see in the dark.
I have dark vision. What's a tinderbox?
It carries little ashes and things that make it easier to start a fire.
Oh, so you can start a fire.
I have 10 torches. 20 torches.
Okay.
How long is this tunnel?
So Solar, being the Dragonborn, is the only one he can't see in the dark. So he needs a torch, or he needs to go in blindly.
I need a torch.
Alright. So Solar lights up his torch, and he's carrying it one-handed. And you walk down this long, cavernous hallway that it's probably about 80 feet long. And when you come to the end of it, you see a very solid wall with a door that appears to be sealed shut, and it has some kind of strange language kind of scrawled onto it. I would like all of you to roll a intelligence check for me. So you're going to roll your d20, and you're going to add whatever number is in the circle below your intelligence. Solar did it. So okay. So here's. So you're going to get a +1.
18.
Okay.
19.
So Solar got a 19.
9.
Monica got a 9.
And I got 10.
And Imsh got a 10.
So 12.
Oh, so 12. Yeah, you got to tell me the final number, okay? Don't tell me the roll and then just tell me the grand total, okay? Makes it easy that way. Unfortunately, it was a 15 needed to figure out the scribbles. So that means that Solar was the only one to be able to read what these words say. And as you're kind of poking around and trying to decipher the scrawling, you decipher it down to common and find out that it's actually a riddle. The riddle says, I go up and I go down. I am blazing and hot. If you look right at me, your eyes will wish you had not. What am I?
Oh wait. Dragon? He is blazing hot.
Is that your
Dragon.
guess?
Yeah, that's my guess.
The runes across the door, the scrawled letters, begin to glow for a second as you speak your answer, and then they glow red and fade back to normal. So your answer was incorrect.
Yeah.
That leaves you two. But that's only if Solar decides to share this with you.
I mean, yes.
I think I know.
I would guess.
A flame pillar?
A what?
A flame pillar?
A flame pillar?
Yeah. Because it goes up and down.
It does go up and down. But, while that is a very good answer, scrawled writing begins to glow and then turn red, and it goes back to normal.
Okay, wait.
Oh.
Would you like me to repeat the riddle?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yes, please. Trying to get this riddle down.
Monica, you're the only one that hasn't answered. Do you need me to repeat the riddle?
No.
What's your guess, Monica?
I don't have one.
Okay,
No.
reread the riddle. This is
No, I remember the riddle.
darkest elf.
Yeah, I know. Now I know why you have dark vision.
I don't have it.
Just pick anything. It's up and down and blazing.
I go up and I go down. I am blazing and hot. If you look right at me, your eyes will wish you had not. What am I?
Oh.
I know.
I think I might have a guess. Dragon, hot breath onto the pillar, then pillar gets on fire, and then the dragon just appears right next to the pillar.
No.
Dang it.
That is incorrect. You're overthinking the answer. It's something very simple. We see it every day.
The sun.
The sun. Suddenly yells out the sun. The letters begin to glow again, but this time they turn green. And as they do, the door fades away, leading further into the dungeon. As you proceed farther in, you go around a slight L-shaped bend for approximately another 80 feet, and you come into a 45-foot by 45-foot circular room. Within this room, you see that on the left side, equally spaced from each other, are two large, like the fire pits that you would have outside. They're blazing with fire. And then directly across the room from them are two more. On the left side of the room, there is a door. On the right side of the room, there is a door. And all the way across, there is a very, very massive door.
Go to the massive door.
I mean, I would take my risk and go to the left side first and see what's there.
I'll go to the right.
I go.
Okay, so everybody splits up.
Yes.
Okay. So now we're going to do a little bit of initiative to see who gets to open what door first. So roll your d20 and add your initiative up in the top there by your armor class.
14.
14 for Solar.
11.
Monica, what'd you get?
8.
11.
11.
I got 8.
Plus that.
So a 9 for me.
So it looks like Solar will be going first, followed by Monica, followed by
Me.
Einsch. Alright. Solar, you go over and you see that it appears to be a fairly normal door. When you jiggle the handle on there, it does not appear to be locked.
Just go in and see what's there.
Okay.
I hope there is no dragon just waiting outside.
When you open up the door, you see a momentary flash as an arrow shoots out from a it's a flat wall behind the door with one hole in it, and it shoots an arrow out that hits you in the shoulder. You take 1 point of damage. So Monica, it's your turn now.
I'll go in. Whoa.
Okay, it is not locked. It's two massive double doors.
I go in.
You open up the doors, and as soon as you do, you see a very magical symbol drawn on a flat wall. It glows brightly for a second and then explodes, knocking you back 10 feet. You take 3 points of damage.
So I guess I'm right.
Okay? When you open your door, you're met with the same fate as poor Solar. It's a flat wall with a single hole, and an arrow fires out. But this one, because of your height and everything, hits you kind of in the rib area, and you take 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
So, all three of you got hit with some kind of trap.
So this is just a trap tension?
Well, I think when we open the door, there is some tripwire hooked up to the door. Then when you release the door handle from it just opening, the tripwire triggers the arrow to shoot you.
Everybody roll just like I did with the intelligence. Do a wisdom.
Ooh.
Oh,
On that.
Is
6.
it 6, 2, 8.
Okay. Solar on an 8.
15.
Monica's on a 15. And Einsch.
9 or 6. Plus wisdom, so 17 plus 3 equals 20.
The line on the bottom, so 6. Yep, okay, so 9 altogether. Alright, so Solar and Einsch, you both are just, what the heck, I got shot with an arrow! Like, just can't even comprehend right now. So you don't figure this out. But Monica, you know something's up. There's no reason to have just this crazy room with these fire things and no way out of it. So you know that there's some way in this room to get out besides the hallway that you came in. And you know that it's obviously secret. So it's going to be hidden somewhere.
I would look for it. Look for the...
Okay, so take your 20-sider and roll perception or investigation, whichever one is higher. It's the long rectangle box with the dots filled in.
Perception?
Yep. Or investigation.
I should have went for stealth.
7.
7. So as you're kind of poking around, boys, you see her start walking around. She's looking at the walls and trying to figure stuff out. And when she does that, you both can also roll. You don't know what she's looking for exactly, but you know that she's looking for something.
Got another 6.
Okay.
So
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perception or investigation.
6. Alright. Between the three of you, you do manage to finally figure out that below this fire thing right here, there is, on the left side in the upper corner, underneath the fire pit, you can see that there is a tunnel that goes down underneath. So you gotta move the fire pit out of the way. So how are you gonna move the fire pit?
By lifting it up.
By lifting it up. Roll a strength check. So you're gonna roll your 20-sider and add your 19. Alright. So Solar lifts this thing up, no problem, chucks it out of the way, and you see there is a hole that goes down for about 5 feet and then kind of turns. And it looks like almost the start of a slide.
Slide down it.
So there goes Monica. She jumps in the hole.
I'll probably just go in, grab onto the walls, and see what's down there.
You can't see too terribly far, but with your dark vision, you do see that it is kind of like a long, windy slide. And you see Monica disappear into the beyond where you can see.
Look at the walls.
Okay, so Imsh is also going down.
I'll go down, but I'll stop myself and see if there's any other hole above the tunnel that's leading down.
There's not.
Okay, then I'll just go belly first.
Okay.
Take my breath out.
Alright, so everybody's going belly first. What I need you to do now is, what I meant to say is Solar's going belly first. Roll, all three of you roll a dexterity check.
What's that?
Actually, this one's a dexterity save. So,
Mine's right there.
you're gonna, this is where it says saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna add whatever the dexterity one is.
Okay.
So Imsh is gonna get a +1 to his roll.
Where is it?
Monica's gonna
It's
get
under strength
six.
and the
plus
saving
6.
And I'm gonna go +2.
Ooh,
7.
ouch. Natural 1.
16, 17.
Okay. And then Imsh rolls, and he gets
A 13.
13.
So
14. Alright, so Monica, you slide out the bottom of the tunnel, and you kind of flump on your bum. You don't take any damage of it, but it definitely hurts. And then the boys come out right behind you, but with their dexterity saves, they were able to stay on their feet and not squish you. When you come out of the slide, you are over here in about a 15-foot long little corridor, and it opens up into a much larger rectangular room. It's about 15 feet across, 15 feet in height, I guess, would be, and then 25 feet in width. On the far wall, opposite of you, you can see 2 more doors.
Look at him.
I think I'll just
I'll
walk my
investigate
little
them.
way.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation for me.
Got 18. So,
Yep, plus your investigation.
which is 2. So 20.
20. When Einsch starts investigating the doors, you see that there's nothing crazy about them. They're just normal doors. They don't look trapped. They don't look magical or riddles or anything. They just look like normal doors.
Okay, then I'll just open it.
Which one?
It's there.
The
one that I'm looking at right now.
Okay, when you open this door, you see a very long hallway. It's about 30 feet long, 5 feet wide.
I'll just
5 feet wide.
go in and probably investigate it and see if there's any traps around.
Okay. So you can either do that or you can roll perception, which your perception is higher than your investigation.
So perception. Well, what does that mean?
It means you're trying to perceive something, which means notice.
So
I'm going with
a
Miles.
6.
I'm
Okay.
going.
So 6 plus 3, so 12. I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3. So 9.
9. Okay.
9
And
perception.
Monica, you're doing what?
I'm following Einch.
I am going to head to the other door and see what is there.
When you open that one, you see an extremely long hallway. It's a long hallway that's filled with water, and you see a ceiling that comes down to the top of the water. So in order to go down the hallway, you're going to have to go underwater and swim.
I will do that, for sure.
So you two are going this way, and you don't encounter any craziness on the way. The hallway narrows down until you come to the end, which is, you can see a small 5-foot circular room with a ladder, okay? But in order to get into the room, you see that there's a large, heavy metal gate that you're going to have to lift in order to get in.
Alright, I guess I'll roll first, since my
And while you're doing that, Solar is swimming. So I want you, Solar, to roll a athletics check.
29 strength.
Athletics.
Because my strength is 18.
You're going to add the little plus, okay? So it's 15.
Oh.
Monica, are you helping?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Monica is aiding you, so that means that you can roll again because you now have advantage.
12.
12? Alright.
Yeah.
So you can move your 15 feet of movement because you're in difficult terrain.
I already got one.
Okay, so you take when you have advantage, you roll twice and you take the higher of the two. So you were good. No, that was your second roll. So you did get a 15 and you hoist up the metal gate and you all are able to come in and look up the ladder.
I'll just climb the ladder.
Oh, you're just going to climb? Alright. Roll athletics. So you get a +4 to that. Solar, roll another athletics to keep swimming.
13.
No, that's 19 plus...
Oh, 23.
23.
Nice.
So, Einsch leaves you behind, Monica, climbing up this rickety old ladder. You can hear it squeaking and groaning under his weight as he climbs. Actually,
I'm pretty tall, so...
never mind. Einsch only weighs 50 pounds. So, he's just kind of clambering up the ladder. It's still squeaking and creaking, but it's not going to fall apart. Are you following him up the ladder?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you continue up the ladder with him.
I'm 18.
And Solar got an 18, so he moves another 5 feet. I'm going to need you to now roll a Constitution save. Saving throw right here. It's +4.
13, 17.
17. So you are still able to hold your breath, and as you're moving along, even though you got your eyes open, it's kind of blurry under the water. You can see you're coming up to a staircase that's leading up. You two climb the ladder and come into a small hallway that leads into an actual brick tower. It's made of very fine stone and everything, so you know that you're in the tower of the keep. And a staircase winds up, and it just keeps spiraling all the way up. And you can see way, way, way up, like 200 feet up, you can see a door.
I could probably...
Just go up the stairs.
I'll just, investigate the walls while I'm going up the stairs and see if there's, any traps.
I'll save you the time. There's no traps.
Okay.
So you start running up the stairs. You make it about halfway, and I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Alright, so +3. 17.
So you get a little out of breath by the time you get to the top, but not too bad. And you reach the door. Are you going to open it?
I might use my perception.
Well, hold on. Monica wants to say it. Just say it, Monica.
Don't leave me.
Okay, so Monica starts running up the stairs after calling out, "Don't leave me." Roll a Constitution save, Monica. Oh, natural
God.
1. So, Monica, you get to the top, but you are so exhausted from climbing all the way up there that you take 1 level of exhaustion, which really won't play a huge part right now, but essentially as you do more and more strenuous stuff, your exhaustion level will continue. In order to get rid of levels of exhaustion, you have to do an 8-hour rest. Okay? So, for right now, you're just kind of tired. You know, it's no big deal. That's how I'm going to play it. That, you know, it's meh. But both of you are standing at the top of the stairs. You see it's like a flat trapdoor style that you have to, like, push up to open.
I'll just leave Monica.
Well, she's standing right next to you now.
Oh.
So you flip the door open and kind of poke your head up to see. In a equally sized room that is the one that you came up, probably about 30 feet across or so, you see it almost looks like a prison cell. But in the center of the room is a fire pit. And it's not lit. It's completely out. All around the room are very solid and sturdy bars. Okay? And those bars are protecting in these areas here where all the windows. So you got all the windows all around the top of the tower where guards would be able to shoot from. But what you figured out here, because you're standing here looking at it, the dragon has been using this to keep its treasure. So it flies the treasure in, throws it in the window, and it sits in the space between the window and the bar. So in order to get to all this gold and treasure and swords and armor, you have to find a way to get these bars moved out of your way. But real quick, we're going to go back to Solar. You reach the bottom of the staircase that I talked about, and you pop up out of the water, so you're good now. You don't have to roll any more Constitution saves. And as you come up these stairs, you reach a platform in which you see a massive river of lava. And sprawling across the river, the only way across is a very rickety, falling apart looking rope bridge.
I wish I should have gone back, but I will risk it.
You're going to risk it?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you start to cross the bridge, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Where's that?
Same place as your constitutions. Yep, there you go.
15.
Alright. You begin to cross the rickety
17.
bridge. And you make it about halfway across. Boards are falling out from under your feet. The rope bridge is swinging. You can feel the heat from the lava. It's just... bleh.
Well, good thing I'm a dragonborn, so I know it. Ish.
Yeah, you're a brass dragonborn, so the fire part of it really doesn't bother you too much. The two of you are, Aimsh and Monica are standing here, so what are you two going to do to try and lift the bars?
I have a crowbar.
You have a crowbar?
Yes.
Okay.
I could just probably punch the bars out the window.
They're too sturdy for punching.
I could use my strength because I have +4.
There.
You could use your strength with Monica's crowbar to try and pry the bars apart.
Yeah, but how, for them, how thick are the bars?
Got 20.
They're very, very thick.
24.
Oh. Well, Aimsh rolls a natural 20 with Monica's crowbar and makes short work of these bars. And you can reach in there now and start grabbing gold and stuff out of it. So you can carry probably a third of the stuff, unless you want to go for just the weapons or armor, or what are you trying to go for?
I'll probably go for. It's such a hard decision between gold and armor and weapons.
Yeah. Well, you can grab a little bit of everything if you want.
I'll grab a little bit of everything.
Okay, Monica, what are you doing?
Same as I'm.
Okay, grabbing a little bit of everything.
Screams.
Okay, back to Solar here. Roll a second dexterity check for me.
10, 12.
Okay. You narrowly make it across as the boards and things start falling off. The bridge is still intact, but it's definitely falling apart. What are you two doing? You heading back?
No. Yeah, I'm heading back.
Okay.
Why not
So-
just jump out a window?
They make their way all the way back here. Solar.
Whoa.
You come into a gigantic room. It's, like 165 feet across and, 25 feet tall, 65 feet across. Now, when you enter into this room, roll a either investigation or perception.
Perception. 20.
Oh, nat 20. All right. So, when you
Plus 2, 20.
when you head on in, kind of push the doors open, right as they open up, you notice that there were 3 symbols on the door right before you opened it. And it went X on the left door, right? And then there was a triangle like this in the middle of the doors that the line went down for the 2 doors. And then a circle. And then you opened it up. And when you did, you see all of the tiles on the floor are all marked with different symbols. There's X's, there's triangles, circles. It's kind of like quotation marks. There's crescent moons, lightning bolts, diamonds.
It's very good to go for the diamonds, to be honest.
I am going to try to figure out this pattern and see what's behind the doors and not die.
Well, you've gone beyond the doors. You're standing on a safe spot.
I know that, but like for the 2 doors, I don't know which one.
These are just staircases that lead up. That's all those are. Yep. You know that that's where you need to go. You just have to figure out the pattern to get there.
I will risk it.
What are you risking?
Finding my way.
Right. Where are you going? You're standing
the
here.
left side.
What one are you stepping on first?
X.
Okay. So you step on the X, and you see that nothing is really happening. So now what are you going to do?
Go to the quotation marks.
The quotation marks. When you step on the quotation marks, roll a dexterity saving throw. Oh, natural 1. So you rolled a natural 1, which means that you have failed. So you take 2 points of damage as fire shoots up from... Oh, actually, you only take 1 point of damage because of your brass dragonborn. You take half damage from fire. A jet of fire just shoots out, lights you all on fire, and you take a step back onto the X to get it to turn off. And as you do that, Monica and Imsh get into the water. I need both of you to roll athletics checks to continue to swim down this hallway.
+4.
Do not come this way.
All right. Sweet. Monica is swimming. Imsh. Ooh, Imsh is swimming. You both
23.
make it to the staircase in no time. And as you head up the stairs, you can hear what sounds like flames and fire, like a blowtorch. And as you look across this platform, you can see a very rickety rope bridge that looks like somebody has gone across it and it's kind of fallen apart a little bit.
Hey,
Go
don't
on.
go down that bridge. It's very dangerous, and the lava is about 5,525
I know what to
degrees.
do.
Okay, what are you going to do?
Run as fast as I can across the bridge.
Okay.
There's only
And
about...
leave Monica. That's your theme, isn't it? Leave Monica. So you start running. Roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Got 13. Well, 13 plus 1, so 14.
14. You managed to make it all the way across. A few more boards fall off, but the bridge is still kind of holding together.
Just so you know, there should be about
Monica,
50
what you doing there, girlie?
I'm
I'll run across.
Okay, so you take off running. Roll a dexterity save.
Oh no.
14.
Plus
20.
20.
What?
Monica hauls butt and makes it all the way across, and you're both now standing on this safe spot. You can see Stolle standing on a single tile that's marked with an X shape. And you can see all the other tiles are marked with shapes as well.
Please, take the other 2 tiles, triangle and circle.
I'll probably go for the circle.
I'll go for the triangle.
Okay, the 2 of you step on the circle and the triangle, and I need both of you roll dexterity saves.
Got 18 plus 1 till 4. 19.
19.
Almost 20.
No.
17. Plus
23.
Okay, so as you step on those different tiles, fire shoots up out of the tile. But you manage to jump back just in time to the safe spot to only take 1 point of damage.
Uh-oh. Go with solar.
You're going with Stolle. So you all have figured out now that the X is the first symbol.
Actually,
now
no.
Think back. What did I say about the door?
Oh wait, there's like a triangle going through the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and like there's like half a triangle right there and half a triangle right there.
Right.
And then
So it's X, and then there was a triangle, and then there was a circle.
Oh, I get it now. So I'd probably like jump to like the X. The next
Yeah, you're
X.
you get on the X, and now what are you doing?
Going to the circle.
This is going to be too far to jump.
Going to the where's the next?
Your next option is either triangle or lightning bolt, or quotations,
Quotation.
or I guess triangle this way.
I'm risking the lightning bolt.
The lightning bolt. You step on the lightning bolt. Roll a dexterity save as fire shoots up out of the floor.
11 plus 12.
12. You manage to jump back to the X just in time. You take 1 point of damage.
Now my butt's on fire.
Your butt is on fire.
And then just started to pat the fire out.
Okay. You
Well,
put the fire out.
Just
It
be
doesn't hurt you
careful of
anymore.
the fire because you know the fire is only 1,000 degrees, so it could burn.
So you've figured out that there is a pattern. There's definitely a pattern here. You know that X is the first symbol. You know that lightning bolt is not the next symbol.
Well, obviously.
I'll
'cause
go
I
in the
was died.
quotations.
I'm going to the circle.
Okay. Monica jumps on the quotations. Roll a dexterity save as fire shoots up out of the ground.
Oh, no.
20.
Okay, you managed to jump back with a natural...
26.
It's alright, you rolled a natural 20. That's the best you can possibly get, so you take no damage. Now you know that the lightning bolt and the quotations are not the correct symbol.
Well, obviously, because it's like only X, triangle, and circle.
So
okay,
those
so
are the 3.
Yeah, so you don't. So obviously the lightning bolts and the quotation marks are going to be wrong.
Stolle moves to the triangle, and no fire comes out.
Thank you, you guys
Wait,
are just risking
doesn't-
your lives.
Doesn't that mean I burn because I picked the circle?
No, not yet.
Oh.
So,
That's good.
because there's no circle nearby. So, now, Stolle's standing on a triangle. Your options are the lightning bolt or the circle.
I'm going to go with the circle because the lightning bolt,
You move to the circle, and no fire comes out.
I'm going to this triangle.
Okay? So, Einsch moves to the other triangle, and no fire comes out.
I'm going to the circle next. The one that's right there.
Circle next. Okay, Monica, what are you doing in all this? You see these guys are jumping from tile to tile, and they seem to have figured out some sort of pattern. If only the pattern was written down somewhere in a very visible area, like a door that had an X, a triangle, and a circle on it, in that order, maybe you could figure out the order to jump in.
I don't think I know the order.
You think you know it?
Yeah, it's going to be like X, triangle, circle. And keeps going.
Oh, it keeps going like that. You think so, huh?
Yeah, but don't go on the...
Monica, what are you doing? Just said this out loud.
Okay. I would listen to him and follow Stolle.
Following Stolle. So you move to the triangle, and no fire. You both move to the circle, no fire. Imps, where are you going from here? You're standing on a circle.
I'm going to jump to the X. Or can I not jump that far?
You can't jump that far.
How far can I jump?
Just to the next block.
Go to the nearest X. Except for the beginning. But I don't know.
Well, you can move back to the triangle if you want and go to this circle.
Okay, I'll go to that one.
Alright, so there you go. So now that you all have figured out the pattern, go ahead and move your little tokens along the pattern.
Which way?
I'm going to have to move.
Where are we going?
I can't go.
You can move past them if you want.
Where are we
Well,
going?
you'd have to get up to move, but I don't know. What's the
Excuse me,
pattern? Everybody else seems to have figured out the pattern.
X, triangle. Wait, is this a circle?
Yep.
Okay.
Right,
So
circle.
X.
Then I make it.
Oh, you made it to the staircase.
X triangle.
Circle.
There you
I
go.
made it.
So you two make it up this stairwell. You two make it up, or Imps makes it up that stairwell, and now you're standing on an almost as large as the room you were in before with all the tiles platform. And sitting on this platform right here in front of this door is a young red dragon. It's just kind of sitting there like this. It's like it's got its ears plugged. It's just sitting there.
Well, I can probably blend in since I'm a dragon boy.
I'll probably
There's nothing to really blend into. It's just a dragon sitting on a big old empty platform,
I'll probably
covering
tiptoe.
its ears.
I'll be as quiet as I can and probably tiptoe.
I'm gonna go
Okay, roll
around
stealth.
it.
Where's stealth?
It's at the bottom with all your skills.
Oh, +3.
23. 20. Alright, so I'm just sneaking this way.
I'll just sneak with this, whatever his name is, Snatch.
I'm
13
13
plus something.
stealth plus 2.
So
So 16.
Solar is sneaking this way. Monica, what are you doing?
I use my quarterstaff to go right where I'm just.
So you teleport?
Teleport.
You can't teleport with a quarter staff. What
Yeah,
are you
I
doing?
can.
You're just making up rules now. You can roll a stealth.
Wait a minute. Am I cleric? Because I can do magic. So I could
Where's it?
Yep, these are your spells, but you don't have a teleport spell.
These are some nice spells.
13. Monica's sneaking along. You, all three of you meet up at this door back here. The dragon is got its back to you with its ears plugged. And when you get up there, you all can hear from beyond this door somebody making noises. It's a young girl's voice, but it's very mumbly.
Oh, that's why the dragon's plugging its ears. Because it's annoyed of the girl.
Oh wait, I think I
I
know
will
what to do.
just poke it once and see if it's actually plugging its ears. And it's sleeping.
I'm gonna use
It's-
Sacred Flame.
Kind of leans its long neck down and looks at you and kind of goes, "Hmm? Oh, how'd you get in here? Intruders!"
I'll probably.
I am not an intruder. I am one of you. These two people.
I know what to
Yeah,
do.
whatever.
Okay, roll a persuasion check. It's down here because you're trying to convince this dragon that everything's okay. 14. So it says, "Oh yeah, yes, you're a dragonborn, aren't you? Okay, all right. Why are you here?
Checking on you?
Checking on me?
Yes.
Well, that doesn't seem right.
It kind of does.
What are you two doing?
I'm blending in, so I sneak into where the girl is.
If I talk to the dragon, hello, dragon.
I should tell you.
Well, you're very skinny. You should eat more.
You can eat the only one that doesn't necessarily should be where they should be.
I'll probably threaten the dragon.
Monica walks into the room, and you see it's a very lavishly decorated room. Big old canopy bed, you know, the whole nine. It's a very beautiful room. And this girl, who is very obviously the princess, is pacing back and forth in front of a window, going on and on to herself.
Foolish dragon, bringing me all the way out here. It's so muggy and so hot, it's doing nothing for my hair. You better bring me something good to eat tonight.
What are you doing with that girl? And
So what do you do, Monica?
I use my crowbar and break the window so we can escape.
I'll probably just threaten the dragon to give the princess back, or use my sacred flame to burn his head.
What are you doing with the girl
Well, he's a
that's
dragon.
in the cage?
I kidnapped the girl because I thought that that's what dragons do. And I was really wrong, and she is super annoying, so please take her away from me.
Alright, and first,
well,
before we take the girl, let me tell you something that dragons actually do. Probably
well, no, dragons do not. The only thing you should steal is a 100-mile-long village.
yeah, and
Just to
probably
burn because they've been
I know those.
annoying us. Can you please burn that down?
Yeah, and probably burn the people too, because
Well,
they hate me.
as you two are talking to the dragon and it's explaining that it doesn't even want the girl here anymore, you hear a very loud window smash. And
It's okay, dragon.
Monica,
it's
what are you
just-
doing? You've broken the window.
I use my rope so we can run down.
All right.
I'll
so
stay with the dragon.
It's okay,
The
dragon.
princess. I'm not going down that rope. Are you crazy? I will get so dirty. I will not do it.
Hey, dragon, you know what you should do?
The dragon says, "Hey, what was that? What was that window sound?"
It was nothing. It was nothing. It's
I'll
just
just
one of
put
our
it-
friends just letting the lady go down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll pretend I didn't hear anything. You guys have fun with that.
I'll use my martial arts to make her come with me.
Okay, so you put her in a headlock and carry her down the rope.
Yeah.
Hey, dragon, you know what?
Roll athletics.
Here, let me show you what you should do if you want to get all this.
Dice,
castle,
please.
Okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I can get in and out of this castle just fine.
Is it because you fly?
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, you could have just
All
flew out the castle. So
You get the girl down the rope in a headlock, and the dragon says, "I think your friend is leaving you guys behind. You should probably get going."
No, we're gonna take the old routes.
No, I think I want to stay with you. I might give you 2 of my gold. There you go.
Well, I'll take the 2 of the gold. Thank you very much.
No problem.
But you should probably catch up with your friend.
Alright, see ya. Jumps out the window.
Oh, okay. There goes Einch. Whee!
And then I'll land.
Here is some.
Oh, sorry, Max. And then I run to catch up with Monica.
Okay.
Because, I have 30 speed, so I'm probably fast.
Yep. Yeah, you're catching up pretty quick.
Wait.
Because Monica's dragging this princess with her, so she's going a little bit slower. Stolle, are you climbing down?
Yeah. 1 sec. I'm just gonna go now.
And then I slide on, and then I slide on the back of my heels. And then I run back to the dragon.
Stolle manages to catch up to you, and you both catch up to Monica. Make your way back to the kingdom very easily. And the king is so happy. "Oh, you've saved my beautiful daughter. Thank you so much. And as promised, here is your gold reward for how much you weigh."
I don't
And
know.
sitting in different piles is exactly enough gold. So
So my gold is.
let's see what we got. Einch gets
12.
50 golds,
Yeah.
which you're going to write here in the gold block. Solar got 199 golds.
75.
And Monica got 75 golds.
Heck yeah.
And with that, you all can head to the local tavern, get a room, and rest for the night.
I'll probably buy some stuff too.
Okay. Well, we will handle all of that in the meantime, and that way you will be ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the pilot episode. It ran a bit longer than a half an hour, but we had to get everything all set up and teach some die rolls. So I hope this was entertaining for you. Look for us on our Facebook page, which is going to be Little Crits. And, look for more of these little crits rolling some dice. So let's go around. We'll say, I'll start off by saying goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Good stay bye.
It was nice playing with you. Bye-bye.